It's a beautiful, relatively warm Sunday afternoon. I mean, it's gray and it's windy, and I like wind. Anyway, but they don't like wind, I guess, in Florida when they're doing space shuttles and liftoffs and things. I saw an article here, four paragraphs in the Washington Post, four about, I guess it's the SpaceX mission going up, sending up a shuttle, and then coming back and landing down. And I watched this on TV, and I watched this thing, this rocket blast off. And then I didn't spend a lot of time, but it seemed to me what I saw was that they said this thing came back down, the missile itself came back down and landed in exactly the spot where it took off, or else it lands in another place, but it lands exactly back in the ground. 4 paragraphs is all the Post could do. I tell you, the people who managed to accomplish this feat in the control room were absolutely ecstatic, and it looked like it must have been quite an impressive feat. It seemed impressive to me. And all the Post could muster, if I'm not mistaken, this is Elon Musk's company. So, and I can only guess, since it's Elon Musk's company and everyone has to hate Musk now, the Post couldn't be bothered to give this more of an article than 4 stinking paragraphs on the second page in his tiny little thing. SpaceX on Friday evening launched a crew to replace NASA astronauts. It's just kind of like sour grapes to me, and it's just kind of sad. I mean, what I saw on the TV was really impressive, and I'll be honest, I'm not a big space guy. Not really that important to me, but when I happened to watch TV and it happened to come across the screen, it was impressive watching this thing come right back down. And it must have been a big deal, like I said, because the people in the control room were, apparently it did exactly what it was supposed to do. That's impressive. Elon is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Find excess in the government. That's what he was tasked to do. So, I don't know. I'm just I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised, but it just kind of struck me that there was 4 stinking little paragraphs here, and what I saw seemed pretty impressive. So that was one thing I wanted to say today. So let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Let's try to give something good its due. See the wind that's blowing? Give credit its due, or whatever this saying is. And that was an impressive feat of engineering. And let's ask, I believe it's Saint John Dubroff. I don't know how you pronounce that. He was a Frenchman, had poor health until he went to Canada in the late 1500s. And worked with the Hurons, I believe, or the Algonquin Indians, who ultimately, he learned a lot. Hey Gus, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stick around, Gus. He just kind of slowly walks off. He gave a lot of advice on, like, if you plan on rowing, if you start rowing the canoe, expect to row all day. Always bring gifts to buy fish and things with. Bring extra knives so that you can be useful. He couldn't learn the language, but the interesting thing was he had very poor health. I think he had some kind of lung issues, maybe. And there he goes. And there he goes. He just saw something. Gus? Oh. I saw him go that way. And then I saw something black over here, and I thought he was, that was weird. Thought we had 2 big animals over there. Anyway, John Dubroff said something, what did he say? Oh, so his health. was not good in France, and they couldn't get him healthy. Then he comes to Canada, and that Canadian air, that coldness, that, you know, living in the rough life, apparently appealed to his health. Apparently he was a big guy, and it said that some of the natives were afraid to get in a canoe with him because he was too big. They thought he would sink it. So he must have been a big guy. So yeah, let's ask all the saints, pray for us, pray for the souls in purgatory, and let's give good work its due, whether, you know, whether you like a person's politics or not.